Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris. You're listening to Tales from the Tarheel State. Happy Friday. We got a Friday happening up in here. Not sure how this is sounding today. Getting all this stuff figured out. I've got my got everything figured out for the most part. I think we're down to all I need is an interface, and I will be able to hook up this camera. I'll be able to start doing video stuff. I'm going to get this thing set up like a right studio, a proper studio, as people say. What's the date today? It's Friday, February the 11th. And yeah, I got some things I want to talk about today. I got up this morning early. I usually wake up around 4 every day because I used to go to work so early for so long, for so many years. I can't sleep. I go to bed early and I wake up early. So I got up this morning and was just going through stuff on YouTube, and I saw that Jim Brewer, fucking hilarious comedian that has been making me laugh for more than 20 years, man. I mean, I remember him on Saturday Night Live as Goat Boy. Love me some Goat Boy. Shit used to crack me up. Anyhow, he's a hilarious dude, and evidently David Cross, who I, have thought was hilarious, Mr. Show, I thought was really funny. I've enjoyed some of his stand-up specials in the past. I know he's from down in Georgia, I think. I'm a Southern boy. There's an awful lot of hatred going on right now from people that are supposedly liberal-minded folks. I mean, I've always been a very liberal-minded person and always thought that the conservatives were the people that were full of hate. And now it seems that the liberal people out there, or so-called liberal people, are not very liberal at all. And yeah, David Cross has got a new special coming out, and evidently he says that he wishes death upon like Jason Aldean and all his fans, and Travis Tritt and all his fans, and Jim Brewer thrown in there with a couple of country artists, which I don't understand. Other than he just has a hard-on for Jim, apparently. So yeah, I mean, all this vaccine stuff, I mean, goddamn, I took the vaccine, but I'm not going to go take 1 million booster shots. And now they've said, I've already heard Fauci saying that, what the fuck? I mean, everybody's probably going to catch this stuff, which is what I said in the beginning. And I'm not educated. It's just this shit. If it's super contagious, everybody's getting it. People are flying on planes all around the world. I mean, it's just use your fucking brain. And I don't like that term common sense because it's not very common for people to have any fucking sense. They don't think about things from more than one angle. So to wish somebody death for something like that, I find disturbing, at the least. Disappointing, also. And, Joe Rogan is getting fucking this crazy shit talked about him, which is absurd. I've been listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. I have listened or watched probably 1,000 of them. Now, that might sound crazy to everyone, but I worked by myself all day long for a long fucking time. And when you're out there doing back-breaking physical labor, mowing, weed eating, push mowing, pruning, spraying, doing all that shit by yourself all day, every day, and you're an hour and a half from your house, you're going to start listening to find something to listen to. And Joe had all kinds of crazy shit on there. The first time he had like Graham Hancock or anybody like that, I was hooked because I've been fascinated with Egypt and ancient civilizations since I was a small child. I wanted to be an archaeologist before I knew what the hell that was, before I ever saw Raiders of the Lost Ark, because I thought archaeologists dealt with dinosaur bones. And then, of course, now I know that's, a paleontologist or whatever the fuck they are. So at any rate, I wrote this shit down. I'm going to try to read this as I wrote it, so I'm just not blathering about. And by the way, this morning I was listening to Depeche Mode, People Are People, and god damn it, man. We got to stop hating each other. This shit is just getting ridiculous. All right, so This censorship stuff has got to stop. I keep hearing people on TV talking about misinformation. It seems to me there is a huge issue here that is not being discussed at all. I propose this to all of you who might ever hear this. The problem is not misinformation. The problem, as I see it, is that we have failed in our attempt to educate the masses. We have not taught people how to problem solve so that they might be able to discern between truth and bullshit. We will not make people smarter or better by limiting the information they receive. I don't have kids, so like Barney Fife on the Andy Griffith Show, bringing it back to the Tar Heel State here, I am talking about my imaginary son. The truth is, you don't know what you're going to do till you have a son of your own. So at any rate, we can't be getting pissed off about our tax dollars going to educate somebody else's child. I don't have children at all. And, society is based on all of us working together. And that's what society is groups of people being able to work together, not hating each other, different factions, tribalistic bullshit. I just don't understand. We're all Americans in this country, yet we act like we're on like we're at war with one another. I don't understand why. I grew up in the 80s, man, around Chapel Hill, and there was a lot of hippie, dippy shit. Everybody was still wearing peace symbols and all that kind of shit. And, these days everybody's very accepting of people that look different than them, but if you think differently than them, that is not acceptable. And that's the fucking thought police. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, folks? You cannot try to make other people think the way you want. All that does is push people away. Everything your parents told you not to fucking do, that's what you wanted to do, right? I mean, this shit is just absurd. I do not understand what's going on. All of my hippie fucking heroes are now, for some reason, they've decided that if you don't think like me, then fuck you, you can die. And that shit, that's like the fucking opposite of all the hippie dippy shit that I heard all my life, watching Woodstock and fucking all the shit, man. I do not understand. I mean, we have to teach people how to think for ourselves. You got to encourage different viewpoints amongst your friends. I have friends that have different viewpoints, and I think it's important for folks to try to do that. If you do, maybe you'll stop hating each other so much for being, for not necessarily for being different, but thinking differently. Like I've said many times, people are the same everywhere you go. Everybody wants the same thing. We all want an opportunity to be happy, an opportunity to fucking, pursue our dreams, which is what I'm fucking doing sitting in this room by myself. Although as soon as I get all this shit hooked up, Tanya is going to be joining me. So she and I can be talking back and forth, and this is not just a man's perspective in here, because I want y'all to get to know my lovely wife, because she's a fucking really smart lady, and I love her. Anyway, it makes me very sad to see people hating each other like that, wishing death upon other people for doing whatever they feel is right for them, and that just, I don't understand it. And by the way, if you've listened to Joe Rogan's podcast, he's not some fucking crazy racist asshole. It's absurd that they put that compilation together. And I can remember hearing him say the N-word on those episodes back in the day, listening to that shit, and I thought to myself, well, that's going to bite him in the ass someday. When I was first listening to Joe Rogan, I think he had like 1 million followers or something, and now it's like 12 million. So I've been listening to him for a long fucking time. Now, I don't listen to every episode. There's fucking some right-wing dudes on there that I cannot fucking listen to. That fucking Dan Crenshaw asshole just irritates the shit out of me. He's a real piece of work, that guy. He wears that eye patch for, he could put a fucking glass eye in. I mean, that is virtue signaling from a right-winger, as they say about left-wingers. I mean, I'm a man with no home at this point. They're all full of shit. If you think they're not, you're fucking fooling yourself. All right, that's enough of this shit. Let's talk about something a little bit more fun. Snoop Dogg, motherfucking Snoop D-O-double-G. It's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G in the LBC. He has bought Death Row Records, or has acquired the chief ownership rights, I guess, is the deal. So good on Snoop. You know, he's gone from, you know, being on Dr. Dre's record when he was young as shit. And, you know, look at him now. Went from being on Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me to hanging out with fucking Martha Stewart. That's a fucking... You want to talk about a change, man. Come on. The Snoop D-O double G hanging with Martha Stewart. That's some crazy shit to me. But right on. That just proves you're supposed to be able to forgive in this country. But we don't do that anymore. There's no more forgiveness. You know, you do one thing and I'm going to fucking pull it up and you're fucked forever. God damn. Nobody... I've got plenty of things in this fucking life I've done that I'm not proud of. And everybody should. If they don't, then they're fucking narcissist and delusional. Nobody's perfect. We've all made mistakes. We've all said stupid shit. Unbelievable. I was wondering, you know, you think Snoop, he must have bought Death Row for like $50, right? Because I think last I saw Suge Knight and Death Row was worth like $200,000. They've done bankrupted a bunch of times. So yeah, Snoop probably got that shit for nothing. And watch him fucking take all and re-release shit, and he'll make fucking fortune because he's fucking smart. We'll see. So Russell Brand, that dude is now considered fucking right wing, which is, you know, you kidding me, right? He's like super anti-war, all this shit, and now he's a fucking called a right winger. I guess if you have freedom of thought now, you're on the right. You're a right winger. It used to be that if you thought, you know, you weren't part of the system, you were a left wing hippie freak, and now it's what in the fucking hell, man? I don't know what's happening. What happened to the hippie love, man? Come on, man. Flower power. What in the hell? We're supposed to love one another, man. Oh, anyway, so, yeah, what else is I fucking talking about here? What's going on? They got a pregnant man emoji? Is this a broken simulation? Broken Simulation. Shout out to Johnny Woodard, the host of Broken Simulation. He's a North Carolina boy. Him and Sam Tripoli. Sam's a comedian. They do a podcast called Tinfoil Hat, which is, you know, some of those guys I can't listen to that come on there because they're fucking lunatics and super right wing. I can't tolerate that shit. But some of the shit on there is hilarious. And sometimes there's stuff on there that you're like, God damn, people really believe this shit. It's fucking crazy. It's about as crazy as people believing a man can get pregnant. Is he going to be a butt baby? So all those years I heard that shit in like in junior high school and shit. Now we're going to have real butt babies. Babies are going to come out of man's butt. What the fuck? Oh my God. I can't. That's too much. I'm making myself laugh too hard. So yeah, Tanya and I, yesterday I forgot about this band. I don't know where they're from. Probably Tennessee or North Carolina or something. I don't know. They're called the Cleverleys. And they do all these bluegrass versions of crazy songs, and they dress up real funny. And they're playing characters like their brothers. And they do like hip-hop songs and shit, and it's fucking hilarious. They did Gangnam Style. Hilarious. Put a Ring on It. Well, single ladies, Beyonce, Put a Ring on It. They got so many songs like that that are just fucking hilarious. If you ever check those dudes out, the Cleverleys, you can pull them up on YouTube. If you like bluegrass, these guys are clearly excellent musicians. And but they're funny as shit. So it's two of my favorite things in the world: comedy and music. If we can put food and sex in there, I'll be good to go. But yeah, that whoop them Gangnam Style. That shit cracks me up so hard. Ooh, sexy lady. And then the fiddle player is like dancing around and shit. Oh my God, it will fucking crack you up if you unless you take yourself too goddamn seriously or your music too seriously. And if you do, get the stick out of your ass. What the fuck are you doing, man? It's way too much hate. Stop the hate. That's a half-baked reference. Bringing it back to Jim Brewer. Man. So yeah, Jim Brewer Doesn't deserve that shit. That dude has made me laugh so hard for so long. That right there is worth so much. I cannot tell you the times that I have laughed my ass off with him doing like, ooh, yeah, and all the fucking Metallica shit. And I mean, that shit is hilarious. I love that shit. I even fucking downloaded and bought his record, Jim's record he did with his band. Shit, I forget what it's called, Loud and Rowdy or something, or In the Garage, or I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Can we please stop hating each other for thinking differently? This is getting out of hand, and it's clearly being, pushed by a narrative of the fucking the regular TV shit is just, I can't watch it anymore. The commercials are just absolutely insane. When I saw a condom commercial with two dudes kissing and fooling around with each other at 6 o'clock in prime time when everybody's sitting down to eat dinner, I mean, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? We didn't show condom commercials with men and women when I was a kid at 6 o'clock in the fucking dinner time hour with them fooling around half naked. But yet we're doing that with two men now. Couldn't we have at least maybe had it? I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking out of my goddamn mind. People can do whatever the hell they want. I don't care what you do. Do what you want. By God, do what you want. It makes you feel good. Do it. As long as you're not hurting kids, you're not hurting each other. But don't fucking tell everybody how to think. Why is everybody trying to tell everybody how to think? It's like, now next it'll be the Dream Police, like the fucking Cheap Trick. The Dream Police. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Where is the fucking love? Where is it, y'all? Something else. If we don't stop hating on each other, how are we gonna, defeat the Russians and the goddamn Chinese? Woo! I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding. But although I think Putin is getting ready to go into the Ukraine, that's not going to be good. They're stirring up so much shit with propaganda for the war machine, I guess. I guess we need to make some money for our big corporations out there. They got to make that, the military complex fucking money. So, there you go. Anyway, y'all, happy fucking Friday. Quit hating each other, man. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech. You cannot be censoring shit. That's how fucking all the crazy shit starts, y'all. Please go look at your fucking history books. And if you can't read, then by God, watch the History Channel. But not the fucking stupid TV shows. Like, pull up the fucking documentaries about stuff. Listen to fucking Dan Carlin. I mean, come on. Lex Friedman has stuff on there with people from history. I mean, there's so much shit out there you can see. And you can, if you will just fucking look at both sides, you will see that in the middle there somewhere is the truth. When you are an extremist on any side, you're fucking up, man. There's no middle ground. I do not understand it. Don't understand it. Cannot keep doing this shit, folks. I mean, we're in a place in this country, nobody's going back to work because these jobs suck. They have sucked forever, and people have figured that out. And, I'm doing my best to try to figure out a way to make a living. I'm not trying to be Joe Rogan. I am not trying to be fucking anybody. I'm just trying to connect with people out there. I know there's people out there that think like me. They don't want fucking everybody hating each other and shit. And I'm a Southern boy. Everybody probably wants to call me a fucking redneck and throw me in there with all that shit. But, maybe I am. Maybe you are for thinking I am. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. That shit is important. But anyway, I love you guys. Fucking tell your friends about this shit. I'm just trying to spread some love. Maybe make you laugh. Maybe make you think. And anyways, love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good fucking weekend. It's Super Bowl time. I'm going to try to do some videos of me cooking some food on Sunday. Eventually, I'll get those fucking put up on BigChris Cooks out there on YouTube. Check it out. And, all right, talk to you guys soon. Later.